Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I don't know what's going on with my reception. I've got very, very bad reception. If you can't hear me or I'm froze, please tell me, because I don't really know. I can't really see it. To me, it looks like everything's working perfect, but Allah knows best. So if my reception goes bad, then just tell me, because I got really bad reception at home. I don't know what happened, but last few days I've had really bad Wi-Fi. But In Sha Allah, bi-idhnillah, we're going to go back in for the last time about the evil effects of the TV. And when I say the evil effects of the TV, I'm talking about your mobile phone as well. That is connected to your TV. We done a talk. Yeah, it's freezing like mad. See? It's just peak. Man can't see nothing. Anyway, I'm just going to do it and then I'll just upload it and you just watch it then. But yeah, so basically, we done a video called The Quran or Your Mobile Phone, you know. And you know what, it's on our YouTube, Hikmah Bookshop. I don't think a lot of people know what our YouTube is, but if you ain't been to our YouTube, bi'idhnillah, it will be very beneficial if you go to our YouTube, because this video is actually a really good video that educates people on just like, you know, do we pick up the phone or do we pick up the Quran? And if we do, then we need to change this. We need to change this, because the Quran is amazing. It's a healer of the heart, physical and internal alignments. So it's very good that we try and take the most and the advantage of this Quran, and there's so much reward in the Quran. Some people, they read the Quran off their phone. Like I said, it's better to read it from the Mus'haf. The reason why I say that is because you're less likely to get distracted if you read it from the Mus'haf. Some of the evil effects of TV. We're going to talk about the evil effects and then we'll talk about the cures. Some of the evil effects of TV is it makes sins look normal. It makes sins look normal. So someone who commit a lot of sins because of what he sees on the TV. For instance, I give you an example. Most of these brothers on Instagram, they've got a little bit of deen, but then they have a lot of like jahil. Why? Because they're watching YouTube and they're getting gassed. They watch up a little bit of link up TV, or they watch a little bit of Grime Daily and they think, yeah, man's like that in their house, bubbling to the music. But where did it start from? Looking at the TV screen or the phone screen. It's always part of the evil. But if this brother knew what he's missing out on with the Quran, wallahi, the sweetness of Iman lies in listening to the Quran. When you listen to the Quran, even if you don't understand it, you feel good. It just feels like it's so soothing, especially when you have a good reciter. And like I said to everybody, a good reciter to me is not a good reciter to you. So find who makes you feel the Quran. I promise you'll find that, because there's millions of reciters in the world, you know. I asked someone said something wise to me once. He said to me, look, songs, every day there needs to be a new song that comes out for you to like it, yeah? With the Quran, it's been the same for 1400 or over 1400 years, has never been changed, and people still love it to this day. So it shows you the perfection of it. Music gets old, it gets rusty, it gets dusty, it's crap. But with the Quran, it never, ever gets old. So put your effort into reading the Quran. Another evil effect of the TV is that the TV has a lot of shirk. And the shaitan, what he wants to do is he wants to make the sins look fair seeming to you. So he wants you to look at the sin of shirk and be like, oh, it's not that bad. I don't believe in sun gods. But you're watching it. And by watching it, you have a little love for it. And by having a little love for it, do you actually have love for the shirk? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from the evil of the TV. Also, the TV, it mashes up the women, is that you see all these women and they look so beautiful. Oh man, she's so beautiful. Look at her bum's so nice. Oh, her breath is so perfect. Then you think, oh, why can't I be like that? Guess what? Allah didn't make you like that. Barakallahu fikum. Love yourself. Don't watch what anyone else is doing. Love you. Fall in love with yourself. Don't care about what other people are saying, how other people are looking. That's not what you need to focus on. Focus on yourself. Yeah, you're beautiful inside yourself, because your beauty doesn't come from your looks. Your beauty comes from your obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whoever obeys Allah and fears sins in secret and keeps all the obligations of Allah will put a beauty on his face that only the person who loves him will see, and the people will love him. So why do you need the acceptance from the people? Don't you know sins make us ugly? Come on, man. So inshallah, that's another evil effects of TV. Is the children shows are telling the children to be disobedient to their parents. I told you once, And I was saying this before the phone got cut before. I was watching Peppa Pig one day with my children. And then guess what happened? Peppa's mum said, don't go out without a jacket or you catch a cold. Peppa went, whatever, mum. Went outside. It started raining. Caught a cold. Achoo, achoo. Mum's like, didn't I tell you not to go outside? You know how deep I looked at that? I was like, subhanallah. Peppa just blatantly disobeyed her parents. The mum said, don't go out without a jacket. And she went out with no jacket and caught a cold. So I was thinking in my head, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Is this what this show's really teaching man's children? To be disobedient? A'udhu billahi. I was a lot this off, bruv. You know what I'm saying? A man's watching TV, and I see Christmas show. Like, sometimes you're not even realizing because you're so busy doing your own thing, and then Christmas show come on. You're like, bro, what's this Christmas? Nah, this gotta get locked off, mate, about Christmas. My children love no Christmas, love no birthday. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to be careful what your children listen to, because your children, they're like sponges at their ages. You know what I'm saying? They pick up on anything. You know. So you got to be careful, because they'll start loving the evil and the shirk. You know, that's why a lot of our children, a lot of you teenagers out there, you're finished because you're just watching YouTube. YouTube's mashing you up. Going to hijab tutorials. Oh my god, her makeup looks so fantastic. Oh my gosh, I really like her makeup. Her foundation is like so on point. Her contouring is like so good. Be quiet. Focus on your deen, bruv. You don't even know surah like Fatiha properly. You don't even know surah Fatiha properly, man. Man's rushing all their salah to go home to watch what? Hijab tutorials. Allow it, bruv. Allow it, man. Allow it. Stop it, man. And then you brothers out there just jumping on bandwagons. Just bandwagon jumping. You watch a little bit of TV and you think, yeah, khalas, this is what I need to be doing now. And I'm saying, man needs to rap. Man needs to be like all these rappers. I'm going to be a Muslim rapper. What do you mean Muslim rapper? Do you want me to slap you? Don't make me slap you. There's no such thing as a Muslim rapper. I don't care how good you make it sound. I don't care how much Allah is watching, you know what I'm doing. What are you talking about? If Allah's watching you, bruv, stop this. What are you trying to do? Get halal groupies? Huh? Bruv, don't make me say something silly, bruv. Do you want halal groupies? Come on, there's no such thing as halal groupies. Just like there's no such thing as a Muslim rapper. He's called a Jahil brother that has no knowledge. Yeah? And I don't like calling out people's names, yeah? But there's one guy, yeah, you know, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rectify his affairs or break his back. One brother called, I think his name's Khalid something. Bruv, man's remixing all the tunes and trying to make it sound Islamic. Like I said to you, and I said him again, may Allah rectify his affairs or break his back. And I say it openly, break his back. If he's doing this to destroy the deen and to make something look as haram look halal, may Allah break his back. I ain't gonna sit here and stunt with nobody. That's shaitan, bruv. That is shaitan, bruv. I don't care what anyone says. You go and tell him to tag him in this video. I don't care. Yeah, what he's doing is evil. And there's nothing Islamic about it. And there's nothing to do with the deen in it. And he needs to be rectified. Like I said to you, he needs to be rectified. Them people there, we have to speak openly against them. We have to. If we don't, then who's going to do it? You know what I'm saying? We have to. And people are shaitans, bruv. They're making music look halal to the youngsters. He's doing it and it sounds good. It sounds good. It don't sound good. This sounds jahil. Man's got the Quran. Man don't need no more. I'm content with the Quran. If you're gonna listen to music, then listen to music. If you're gonna rap in your bedroom, but coming out openly and thinking that all these little young sisters that have like no knowledge, oh my god, mashallah, and all these other brothers, oh mashallah, mashallah, it felt good. Mashallah what? Mashallah what? Mashallah what? Did he recite any ayats of the Quran to you? Did he say the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? No. So what are you saying mashallah for? Say astaghfirullah. You know, may Allah forgive you, man. You're misguiding the people. Come on, man. So that's one of the evil effects of TV. You know, the shaitan makes the evil deeds fair seeming, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like I know some people watching shows, yeah? Like, even people watch Power, yeah? And there might be even a sex scene, you know what I'm saying? Do you skip it or do you sit there and watch it? May Allah save you, brother. Save your eyes from these evil, satanic things. Loving hip-hop. What is that? What is that? What do people watch that for? Following, keeping up with the Kardashians. For what? What are you keeping up with? Have you kept up with your Quran? Have you kept up with your surahs? Have you kept up with learning your deen? No, but you want to watch all this TV. Okay. You could sit there for a whole day and watch 10 episodes of Pablo Escobar, but when I tell you to watch one episode of Traveler with the Quran, you know what you do? Oh, this is boring. I need to change this. Oh, when's it going to finish? What is wrong with us? What kind of diseases do we have in our hearts? What kind of diseases are we suffering from? The TV has a lot of good, and it has even more evil. A man that sits and watches daytime TV, wallahi, he's a bum. He's a bum. I'll be honest with you. You sit there and watch daytime TV, bro. You need to get up and get a job, bro. You take care of your family or do something, bro. Go gym, go football, go do something, go run, go to the masjid, go pray, stay in the masjid, sit in the masjid. Don't do anything in the masjid. Just sit in the masjid. I'd rather you do that than you come home and watch daytime TV. Daytime TV is for man that's in prison. That ain't for no man that's on the road. You have freedom, man. Use it to the best of your ability. You know, take advantage of 5 before 5. You know, take advantage of your free time before you become busy. A lot of people don't take care of their free time. They don't go to lessons, nothing. Then they become busy. They have children. They start getting a full-time job, and then they can't do anything. Take care of your free time. Wallahi is precious. It's very precious. You know. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. So, you know, Allah swears by time, you know, all of mankind are in loss. So some people are in total loss. Why? Because all they're doing is wasting the precious time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them. They waste it on all kinds of things. And they're suffering from all kinds of diseases inside of their hearts. So my advice to you is try and cut down and reduce your TV intake. How much of a TV you're watching, how much of you do it, especially if it's not for deen. Especially if it's not for deen. Another evil effect of TV, and I fall into this, and many other brothers fall into this, is playing too much computer. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, man. May Allah save us. Man just banging computer for 3-4 hours. Man could have been reading Quran. Man could have been teaching a lesson. Man could have been doing so much benefit. Instead, man just on the computer banging FIFA for the next 4 hours or playing GTA. Funny thing is, the evil of the computer is so bad, man will start phoning man's friends. Oh, come online so I can play you. Come online, come online, come online. You know? So, you have to, you know. So, you have to. But idhnillah, try and cut down on this. I'm not saying that the games are haram. I'm not making that ruling right now. But what I'm saying to you is try your utmost hardest to cut down your computer game. So if you play 6 hours, try and play 1 hour, you know, or play 30 minutes, you know. I'm not going to tell you to cut it all out. The reason being is because sometimes if you try to jump too far in the deen, you just fall off and then you just be back on it like crazy, you know what I'm saying? So just be careful. Someone said, what is the alternative to TV? Don't worry, we're getting to the we're gonna get to the cures of this. Now, there's another thing, evil effect of the TV is that the TV can put images inside of your mind that you never had before. For instance, a man could sit and watch TV and never think of something, but then start thinking of it. I'll give you an example. He's watching a show, and on the show, it has a young boy that smashes a car and breaks in, and the TV is showing you how to break into a car. It says, oh, look how he's hot wiring it. So it's kind of showing you. So that little boy now watches it and thinks, that's not that hard to hot wire a car. So he smashes a car and tries to do it himself. So you've got to be careful. You've got to be very, very careful. Because it could be teaching your children lots of ma'asi. And ma'asi means sins. You know, disobedience. Okay. So someone will say to me, alright, you're cussing the TV, you're going in about TV. What alternatives do we have? What can we do other than watch TV? Now, I'm going to go back to an old school principle. I'm going to go back to something that it says in the Quran. What was the first thing to be revealed to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Iqra. Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaqa. Read in the name of your Lord who created you. Read. Pick up a book. Read, man. Books are going to be... I said this, and maybe people in 20 years will remember these words. In 10 or 15 years from now, books will become commodities. Because if TV and internet broke today, nobody would know what to do with their lives. Where would people get their knowledge from? No more Islam Q&A. Just like someone did now. Someone asked a question in the group. What did the person do? Islam Q&A straight away. Is Islam Q&A got all the answers for every single thing in this world? What's the point of having the deen? What's the point of having ulama? Let's just go to Islam Q&A. Barakallahu feek. Khalas. If we have a question now, what do? We go to Google and we say, Google, what's the answer? Is this Islam? Is this what the Sahabas and the people before did? No, they learnt their deen from the people of knowledge. And if they couldn't reach them scholars, they went to the scholars' students. Because then people learnt from the scholars, so they'll understand. Due to our weakness in Iman and our poor understanding of the deen, we start to think that, yeah, you know, I could just go into Google and ask any question and I'll find the answer. You know, a husband's having an argument with his wife, yeah? And he says, you know what, you meant to do this. And he types in Google, woman obeying the husband, gets the dalil, sends it all to her. Wife does the same thing. What you're doing is wrong, you're femixing, let me get the dalil, sends him all the dalil. Let me tell you something. First of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the shahid. He is a witness over everything. We need to be fearing him and making our deeds sincerely for him. Not to try and get one up on someone, but to try and be good Muslims. So my advice to the people is, learn your deen correctly and stop going to all these websites and thinking that it's going to help you. So one of the ways you can cure yourself from the evil of TV is by reading a book. Buying books, you know, making your house become a library. I say this and I say this again, if all the internet went today, how would you get knowledge of your religion? If it became hard for you to go outside and do things, how would you get knowledge of your religion? No more internet, no more phones. Where do you get your knowledge from? We'd go back to the way it was before, and that'd be from the books. And people would write books probably more. So let's go back to this beautiful way of reading, you know, and educating ourselves, you know. Number 2, a second way of curing yourself from the evil of TV is by having a small intake of whatever you watch. Having a small intake. So if you are addicted to TV and you watch it for, I don't know, 16, 17 hours, and that's a lot of hours, which there's some people out there that watch TV all day. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save them. So if you do watch TV all day, cut it down. So if you're doing 10 hours, try and cut it down to 5 and do something else in them other 5 hours. Does that make sense? Or have a conversation with someone, talk to a human being, you know. A lot of us spend a lot of time on these mobile phones that we don't actually act like humans anymore. We don't actually speak to our parents or ask our friends how they really are. You know, everything's a WhatsApp message nowadays. You know, everything's a WhatsApp message. So we have to be careful that we don't fall into this trap of becoming so addicted to our phones that our phones become our wives and our husbands and our friends, other than us living in the real world, you know. Alhamdulillah, I had a childhood, you know. I'm a little bit older than you, probably a lot of you, you know. So I had a childhood. In my childhood, we never had no social media. Everything was face to face, you know. I had to go in my estate and look for my friends. Obviously, I knew where they were going to be. It was even 3 or 4 blocks, you know what I'm saying. Weren't really no phones like that. We never really had credit like that, you know what I'm saying. But man would know where everyone is, you know. Just walk around the area and you're due to catch a man and they'd be like, yeah, everyone's in that block. But that was like the real good times when you had to go out and find people, like, you know, not, where are you? I'm at my home. Like, text messages don't even feel like text messages anymore. Someone could say they love you through a text message. It doesn't even feel the same as when someone says it in your face, looking in your eyes. Whole different thing, man. So cut down on your intake of TV. Number 3, and this one's very important, is if you're cutting down on your intake, now you need to replace it with something. And the best thing you can replace is learning your deen of Islam. There should never be a show that you watch, an Islamic lecture that you watch, without you actually taking notes. A lot of people do this and it's a mistake, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rectify your affairs. You should have a pen and paper with your hand. Why? Because there might be something that's very beneficial, but because you're too lazy, you don't actually get the real benefit from the lecture. So even have a pen and just write down, jot a few notes. Like in this lecture, the Sheikh says this, in this surah, it says this, let me research where it is, in this hadith, this. And then you write down just bullet points, you know, bullet points. If you can, stop it at every moment, rewind it, and then get it word for word, then that's even better. But if you haven't got time for that, then just write down the notes of the lecture, you know. Even if the lecture's 10, 15 minutes, 2 minutes, even 2-minute lectures, just write down the benefits. Like, oh, I benefit from this. So write out what the lecture was about, then underneath it, put a thing and say benefits, and then say summary, conclusion of what it was. And by this, your knowledge will become firmer, and you'll become better with your knowledge, and you'll be able to translate it better. Number 5, I think this is number 4, number 5, one of the cures to rectify yourself when you're from the evil effects of TV is that replace the TV with the Quran. If you cannot read it, then listen to it. And one thing a lot of people don't do, you have on YouTube these videos where you can play the Quran, you can listen to the Quran and then read it what it says. You should do that. And don't do it for too long. Just do it for a little time. Turn your phone off or put it on flight mode for once. Put it under the pillow or put your phone far away from you and be a normal human being. Be a normal human being. Another way you can cure yourself from the evil of the TV is by memorizing the Quran. By sitting there and trying to memorize it. Or memorize a dua. Or memorize something to do with the deen. Memorize some principles. Memorize Tawheed. Memorize Aqidah. Memorize something. Just memorize. It will take up a lot of your time, memorization. Wallahi, memorization will take up a lot of your time. And you won't have time to be watching TV. You'll be like, oh man, I've got to do this, but I've got to do this tonight. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be focused. Another way of the evil effects of TV of cures, if you will really, really know that there's no other way you can get around it, it's going to sound harsh, take the TV out to your house, out to your room. When you take the TV away from children, they have to do other sorts of things. They become more creative. They know that we're going to have to create our own TV. I remember one day, a parent took away the TV for a month from the children, and the children made their own TV and started to be creative. They started doing Islamic shows, like the story of Adam and the story of this, and they started doing their own thing. So they became more creative. A child that sits there and he just watches the TV all day, he's going to become corrupted by it, because the TV has nothing but corruption. Never, and this is my advice to everybody, never let your children watch daytime, like normal TV, and the adverts. The adverts are satanic. Every advert's promoting something. Either promoting alcohol, promoting cigarettes, promoting abortions. I remember I saw an advert for abortions. I was like, wow, if you're young, you need help, call this number. It was on the phone box. I was like, wow, is that real? That is deep. They're promoting abortions on adverts. They're promoting being gay. They had that Barclays advert, A'udhu Billah Min Dhalik, with the man who's walking in the hills and the battery riders. A man with a beard. A'udhu Billah. May Allah save our children from seeing these madness. Like, even on the TV, it's got, if you're being hit at home, then call this number and we'll help you. What are they trying to take our children away from us? What kind of madness is this? What are they putting inside that children's head? Mum, if you hit me, I call social services. Oh, go on then. Call social services. Let them take you away. Yeah, go and see if they treat you any better. What happens to you in them real homes? You'll see what happens to you. You think it's better to be away from me? Go on then. You'll see what happens to you then. You see what Allah has planned for you when you go and do that. Think you're bad now. You'll see the consequences to your actions. Yeah? So this is what the TV, the adverts are promoting. Khamr, cigarettes, sexual content. Like they're just trying to sell makeup and it's all mad. Woman's half naked. Like some mad music in the back. Like your child just watches it for 5 seconds. Brainwash. Whoosh. Gone. So what I'm trying to say to you is, be very, very careful with them adverts. I'm telling you, them adverts are gambling. GoBingo.com. Why are you trying to promote gambling? Buy this car, get this car on finance, riba. Every single advert is just like something evil. Riba, zina, smoking, alcohol. What the hell, abortions, being gay. Accept us. You're not gonna have an advert soon being like with 2 men kissing. Accept us. Accept what? Man ain't accepting that. Man will never accept that. Oh, you're homophobic. No, I'm not. I just don't accept it. Why? Why do I have to be a homophobe? Why can't I just say I don't accept it? Why can't you let me not accept it? Why do I have to accept this gay thing? Why do I have to accept it? They're promoting it on your children. I keep telling you parents out there, whoever's a parent and you're listening to this, Teach your children sex education before society teaches them, and they make a lot of mistakes doing hitting and missing. You know what hitting and missing is? Hitting is when you hit something, you didn't know what you was doing, you missed. Khalas. I told you, tonight's raw and uncut. We're going in deep detail. Yeah? I ain't playing that game tonight. Yeah? If you're full of soft-hearted people, come off this chat. Don't come in there. If you're soft-hearted and you don't want to hear some real life stuff, don't come on this chat, because I'm telling you right now, man's going internet. Man's going internet. So one of the ways, yeah, that, like, it's crazy, like, because you be watching TV with your daughter and they'll be promoting sex. Even like BBC through documentaries, be mad like 16 and pregnant, and they make it look so normal. Like, they make it look so normal. Like, she went to school and then she met John in her class and started having sex with John. What's that? What was that? What's your child watching? It's okay to have sex with John at school, unprotected, in the toilets. Bruv, they make man's daughter look like a Jezzy, fam. Like, big man thing. They make your daughter look like a Jezzy, fam. These shows are making it like being a Jezzy is normal. Like, girl, I can do it like men. I can do it like men. Do what like men? I can just... This is what they're promoting on the TV. Like, Ibiza programs. Like, go Ibiza and do what? What did people go Ibiza for? Who are your role models? Because if your role models are on these TVs, your children are finished. They're gone. Because I'm telling you right now, them TV programs are just promoting filth. And just, like, and I'm not even talking about like filth. I'm talking about like filth to the sense where it doesn't even make sense. Like, you're destroying your own communities with this. Does it make sense? So, TV, you got to be very careful what you make your children watch. I don't care how old your children become. You need to be the first person that be teaching them about sex education before they watch them movies and think that love is some spirit, some love thing where you feel butterflies in your belly and some birds start flying in the sky and they think, yeah, I'm in love. Love where? You're 14 years old, you don't know about no love. I'm to box you in your face about love. I'm to kick you down the stairs. I'm talking about no love. You don't know what love is, you idiot. But you know love. What do you know about love? Lie on me, bro. You don't know nothing about no love. You're 14 years old. What you need to do, you need to go and study your books and start talking about love. Yeah, because you've been corrupted by the dunya. Yeah, I don't know what kind of evil friends you're rolling with, but you don't know nothing about no love. Because 14 years old, you can't tell me you know anything about love. You're barely learning your body. You're barely learning your body. So don't come to me and tell me that you know what love is. You don't know what love is. You're just getting fooled by the kuffar and by the dunya and the shaitan. He's mashing you up because he wants you to commit that zina. He wants you to beat that don so your parents can kick you out of the yard. That's what he wants you to do. Because once you beat that don, and you, because once girls fornicate, they get beat. Yeah, I told you this is raw and uncut. When girls get beat, yeah, they lose a little of their dignity. Like, they just become different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't really care anymore. Like, I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? I can do anything. They don't really care anymore. You know what I'm saying? And same for that boy. When he does it with that girl, he's like, yeah, I can do it to any girl now. I'm the man. You're not even the man. You're not even the man. You're not even the man. You're just a zani just going around beating girl. Like, allow it, fam. You know what I'm saying? That man that's smoking weed and corrupting people with his weed smoking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what, do you want to take a pull? He thinks he's cool now, innit? He thinks he's cool now. But bruv, when that shaitan and that jinn flies inside his body and starts possessing him, and you people are like, raw, how did you get jinn possession? Man was smoking weed for long. How about that? The jinn just jumped in his body one day when he was high, talking crap. He didn't even know what he was saying, started dribbling. Jinn just jumped in his body. You know what I'm saying? So, be careful, bruv. You know, be careful. The shaitan don't jump in your body while you're smoking that spliff or drinking that khamr. You know, because you saw it on TV, it looked so nice. Because everything on TV, all these rappers, they smoke weed. Why can't rappers just be normal? Why does everyone have to smoke weed? What, is that the only thing that makes you creative? Like, this is what the TV's promoting to you. This is what I said to you, like, be careful of what you watch on the TV, because it's evil. But anyway, back to the cures. I just went in a little bit, sorry. So, the cures, yeah? One of the cures, yeah? And another cure for the people, yeah? And this is one of the best cures, yeah? Is try to understand what you're put on this planet for. If you know you're put on this planet to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then know that this TV watching and being in love with it, it's just taking you away from the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what it's really doing. It's taking you away from your purpose. And sometimes you got to understand and remember that it's taking you away from your true purpose in life, which is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, inshallah, bi'idhnillah, you know, I hope that people can, you know, try and change this habit of watching too much TV and replace it with something more beneficial, you know. And there's so many beneficial things you can do. For instance, go out and help the homeless and poor people, you know. Go to the masjid and pray, because some of you brothers ain't praying, you know. And this TV thing is in everyone's household, you know. And sometimes the TV is so evil that it can make you start hating people. You can watch it and start hating the people that are being oppressed. And sometimes it can make you start hating certain things that are not even wrong. So for instance, someone could watch TV so much and it looks like the Muslims are always getting oppressed. This is why I don't watch news. I'll be honest with you, I never watch the news. You'll never catch me watching news, ever. Ever. Because I believe the news is propaganda, and when you watch it, it makes you feel a certain way. And I don't think anything that makes you feel a certain way is trying to brainwash you. And I don't like to be brainwashed. I like to have my own mind. So that's why I don't watch the news. And that's why I stay away from fitna. When someone's telling me, my man done this or he done that, I'm like, okay, barakallahu feek. I don't really need to know. It wasn't beneficial for me to know if he's doing this sin or that sin. It's not going to help me unless I can help the person. But just to spread gossip, that's not me, mate. You will never hear me spreading gossip. I'll speak the truth if I need to speak it, but spreading gossip, I don't have time for that. I believe that I've got too much beneficial things to say with my tongue to be wasting it talking about stupid programs. For instance, have you ever met someone and both of you got together and you spoke about TV for like an hour? That was an hour wasted for nothing. For nothing. You just wasted an hour talking about what? Rubbish, man. Talking about, oh my God, did you see what happened in that show? Well, what I think's gonna happen. For an hour. Wasted your time. Why have you got time to waste on this TV? Go learn your deen. Go learn Arabic. Go learn the Quran. Go memorize some hadith. Go and watch something that benefits your soul, makes your soul feel better inside. Go and pray. Go pray 2 rakats. You know? Go pray qiyam. Go pray witr. Pray a sunnah prayer. Make tawbah. Learn a new dua. There's so many things you can do. But try and cut down, like I said, cut down your intake of TV. Remove the TV from your bedroom if you can. Remove the TV from your house would be the best. And, you know, try your hardest to start reading books and get back to the way of the Salaf. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. If anybody has any questions of how to stop this, then I'll try my hardest to answer. If I cannot, then I cannot. Anyone has any questions, please, quickly. I haven't got time to check everything that everyone wrote, because I know people wrote millions of things. So if you have anything, then let me know. I'm going to try to go through these. Alhamdulillah, my TV doesn't have programs. Good. There's always an alternative. TV is a waste of time. We could have achieved so many goals, but we sat there watching TV all day. You know that man with the big belly? He just sat there all day and wasted his life watching TV. Yeah. Write notes on what you learn. Barakallahu feekum. We should replace TV with watching Islamic lectures. But like I said, just cut down on looking. I'm pretty sure they said something a few years ago that TV lets off radiation if you watch it too much. So just cut down on it if you can in general. Say if you pray and sin. If you pray and sin, you're the best. Everyone prays and everyone sins. No one. You can benefit. Deen hasn't. What age or what? Dunya is corrupted. I mean. Even on games the kids are playing on these tablets that are promoting these mad adverts. Yeah, wallahi, bruv, yes, it's definitely. Yeah, perfume adverts are crazy. I think perfume adverts are like the most sexual adverts ever. I think they're promoting, what was it once? I can't even remember, but it was some mad like woman in the hotel in her bra and lingerie. Man walked in. I was like, wow, what's this? And it was just some Valentino. I don't even know what it was. It's Valentino, Chanel, or Gucci. It was a sign, and I was like, Gucci, seductive. I'm like, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So yeah, that's another way. Ways a person can seek knowledge and are working a 9-to-5 job. First of all, the way you can do this, and it's very easy, is by when you're going to your job, you listen to a lecture. When you're coming back from the job, you take notes of that lecture. There's always a way around everything. Don't ever tell yourself you haven't got time. Buy some headphones, put them in your ears, and listen to a lecture on the way to work, you know. Can you give us ways of how to balance the deen and the dunya? It's easy. There's no balance, but the balance is the balance. So listen closely to this. If you want to balance your deen and your dunya, then always remember, then why are you doing all your actions? Make your deeds sincerely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's first and foremost. And then you'll get the deen and the dunya. You'll get the dunya and the akhirah. If you focus on the akhirah and you work towards the akhirah, you'll get the dunya. But if you only focus on the dunya, then you only get the dunya. And that's my advice to you. Barakallahu feekum. Alright, khalas. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us and save us from the evil of TV. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us Jannah for those. Anything I said that was wrong, then it was from me and the shaitan. Anything I said that was wrong, right, then may Allah place it on my scales. Assalamu alaikum.